Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, don't go radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the moment, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Well, nothing changes about that. Nothing changes about that. Man, I was just getting ready to come on the air this morning. And I was just thinking, man, I was just having a reflective moment of just how really good God has been to me. It's man, let me just say that again, how really good God has been to me. And here's the cold part, in spite of myself. You understand, in spite of all my shortcomings, in spite of all of my flaws, and in spite of all of what anybody has said about me, God, through his grace and mercy, just keeps me anyway. As always, you know, I get taught things by people who know a whole lot more than I do. And Bishop T.D. Jakes is one of my favorite teachers. He's just one of my favorite people. He happens to be a friend of mine, too. I mean, he's always there for me when I don't have anywhere else to turn, you know. I mean, he said, he was talking about a thing that he was calling exceptionalism. And what it was all about was so many of us are exceptional people, but we refuse to just go ahead and be exceptional. We settle for the ordinary. We follow the pack. We try to fit in. Man, oh man, oh man. You know, I've heard my wife say this to my children all the time when she was scolding them or talking to them. She'll be talking to them about leadership. You know, why are you following everybody when God clearly made you to lead? You know, she talks to them about that all the time. So many of us are born, and so many of you are born to be exceptional people, but we always trying to follow the pack, always trying to be a follower, always trying to fit in, when clearly you were born to be exceptional. And one of the things he was talking about, I'm paraphrasing all this now because I got to get it into the way that I can tell it to you, because he's such a gifted speaker, man. He's at another level. So I'm trying to paraphrase this to get you to where you can understand this. Why would you try to fit in? Why would you try to be like everybody else, be ordinary? Why would you follow the pack when God has created you to be exceptional? You know, the key word in exceptional is accept. You ever done this right here? You know, everybody did that except me. Everybody felt that way except me. Everybody said that except me. Everybody wanted that except me. Everybody went over there except me. Everybody jumped in except me. Except me. See, why have you said that in your life if you were not to be exceptional? See, you got to say everybody except me. At one point in your time, I don't know who ain't done it. You know, everybody voted no except me. See, so you're not created to follow the pack. You ain't created to fit in. You ain't created to to be ordinary. You were created to be exceptional. As exceptional as your fingerprint on your finger is, you were created to be exceptional. Why not make this the year that you go head on and be exceptional? Why won't this be the year that you decide in your mind, but just has to be a decision that we make now? We not following the pack no more. We not trying to fit in no more. We ain't settling for ordinary no more. We gonna be exceptional. But you know, you got to go ahead and follow that. You got to get on the exceptional path because that's what you were created for. Why be ordinary? You know, but all of it has to start with a thought. You got to first think something. Thoughts become things. A man is as he thinketh. That's all you will ever be. So what are your thoughts today? Why not have exceptional thoughts instead of ordinary thoughts? Why not have exceptional thoughts instead of fitting in thoughts? So why you want to be like everybody else? Why you want to be ordinary when you could possibly be extraordinary with a change of your mind, a change of your venue? And you don't have to be any other kind of way just because my mama was this way or my daddy was this way or this the school I went to, this what race I belong to, this my sexual preference, this my that. Well, how many excuses you need? How many excuses? What's it gonna be this year that we let another 365 days slip by without improving our condition, our place, our spot, our life, the quality of life we have? We cannot afford to keep letting all these years go by without changing. You're an exceptional person. How many times have you sat up and said, everybody did that except me? You know, I was the only, everybody jumped in except me. I told them, I knew it. Everybody voted for that except me. And now look at us. Man, it seemed like everybody went that way except me. Okay, do you get it? Do you understand what's being said to you? That old accept me is because, couldn't it be because you're an exceptional person? And it's time for you to take control of that. It's time for you to start thinking different. It's time for you to start acting on what you think. It's time for you to start doing something about it. It's time for you to stop taking each and every day that God gives us for granted and letting them go by the wayside like you got plenty more. Well, you may have plenty more, but guess what? What you wasting the ones you got for? I got you young and you feel like you gonna live forever. Okay, cool. But let me ask you something. See, here go the part about, suppose you do live. See, everybody worrying about dying, but I got news for you. Suppose you keep on living. You want to keep living in the condition you in now? You want to keep living with the money you got now? You want to keep living with the relationship you got now? You want to keep living by yourself like you are now? You want to keep wanting the right relationship, the right man, the right woman, but you keep getting the wrong one? You want to keep doing that for the rest of your life? Problem ain't dying. The problem is if you keep on living. Who wants to keep on living just the way they are right now? And if you can say, I'm cool with I am just the way I am right now, then cool. This conversation ain't for you. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Greatness ain't for everybody. Being exceptional ain't for everybody. Becoming extraordinary ain't for everybody. Heck, becoming successful ain't for everybody. I got it. And you can come up with a way to justify your non-existence and your ordinary life all you want. And that's fine and dandy. I ain't got no problem with it because some people just going to be regular. Some people just going to follow the pack, follow the crowd. Some people just wants to fit in. But if you're not that person, if you want to be extraordinary, if you want to be exceptional, if you want to dare to be great at something, then you got to change your mindset. You got to get with your creator and find out what he created you for. You got to quit thinking of things just in your own thought process. Lean not to your own understanding. I don't know where that is, but it's in there somewhere. See, and once you lean, if you lean to your own understanding, you know what it's going to do? It's going to limit you, man. It's going to limit you. Why not see what God got for you? I would rather know what God got for me than to think of all the things I could, because I can't outthink him. I done tried it before. All right? It's just the beginning. We're going to have a good one, man. Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, did Trump dye his hair darker?
Yeah, it's a Newburn orange.
Oh, it's an Auburn.
That's winter
now.
color. That's his winter color.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Auburn. You mean Auburn?
Oh.
Newburn.
Autumn, Auburn, like the college.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Seasons,
Or maybe it is tan.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, yeah. I heard that he does his own makeup. Somebody said.
Oh, he's the one responsible for those white eyes and orange skin?
And
Well, the white eyes are supposed to make you look brighter.
I know.
Like somebody going, woo.
He just wears those little glasses on there when he's spray tan. I'm sure.
And the orange
those
make it
covers.
look orange.
I covered. Yeah, I covered.
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
What?
I'm going to go orange.
Dye your skin orange?
Yeah. Get in there and just
You having a lot of problems with black.
see what that do, obviously.
You gonna go orange face?
Gucci and everybody else. I'm going to just start a new stuff. Who going to be mad about purple face? Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Okay.
Started that one off a little bit different. Everybody good? I don't hear Jay. You there?
Everybody good.
Carla,
good.
welcome
What
back.
about
Where
the
you
purple
been?
Face, man. Purple face, really? Okay.
Carla?
Yes.
Everybody want to know where you been.
Everybody.
Dance mom duties. Just came back from Louisville, Kentucky. My daughter's team won first place.
Yay,
All right.
Tasha.
Again.
All right.
No,
Doing it.
That's about the third one y'all have won. So somebody.
Five,
Everybody
baby.
go
They
pro.
undefeated, baby.
See, somebody finna come to y'all practice, find out what the hell
The
going
hell
on.
going on?
Y'all
this
done won
damn
5?
winning.
5.
Yeah, that's over 10 grand now. That's over 10 grand worth of work. I already know.
Yeah,
Cheerleading costs some money, man.
It's expensive. Yeah, but I am back and get a little break until the big summit in May in Disney World. They go into the championship, so I'm proud.
Down at Disney?
Yes.
Oh, man. I was in a hotel one time where them little cheer kids was.
Yes. Overwhelmed.
Man, they was up in there.
Yes.
All of them had them bowls in their hair, them big giant bowls in the back, and the ones that sit on top, almost look like Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, they propped that bow up.
And they was excited.
Yes. They full of energy.
It's like watching. Have you ever watched college gymnastics?
Yes.
I
watch it.
So one of the girls get up on the uneven bars or something, or the vault, the whole time. And then as soon as she do, I don't care what she do, she can do 3 hops. Damn near fall. They all come charging over there and they hugging and high fiving. I know good and hell well it don't. You hop 3 times. Damn near went to one knee. What is we high fiving for?
Dismount.
Yeah, man, come on now.
Didn't stick it.
And you didn't stick it, stuck on it, rolled off of it. One little girl just fell off the mat and then jumped into her pole. I said, hey, get up on the mat. You asses off the mat.
All right, coming up at 32 after the hour, what to eat?
Get on the mat.
What to eat to boost your libido for this Valentine's Day. We'll tell you about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we go. Certain foods have the ability to actually increase your sex drive. All right, that's nothing new. We've heard that before, right?
Well, what is it? What is
We'll
these
tell you
foods?
what food. Some foods can increase blood flow, and others release natural biochemicals in the body that can make us feel more relaxed and aroused. The brain, of course, is the biggest sex organ. So if eating a certain food makes you happy, you may be more likely to feel frisky and boost your libido. So here we go. Sprinkle on the cinnamon in your coffee. Sprinkle a little cinnamon in the coffee. You drink coffee, Steve, or
I love
oatmeal.
coffee.
Yeah,
Cinnamon do that.
Cinnamon in your coffee?
cinnamon in your coffee, your oatmeal, and not just because cinnamon is tasty and it gives it a nice flavor. It is a natural aphrodisiac. This is according to doctors now. Okay. Also,
Really? I didn't know.
do you hear, Carla?
I ain't never had
yeah.
that. I ain't had
Yeah.
cinnamon. You must have to have an afro to have the aphrodisiac.
Okay.
Wow.
Spicy.
So be a little coffee, a lot of cinnamon.
All right, you apologize for that one, Steve, from your nephew. All right, spicy red chili peppers. Wow, who would think this is?
I can't do that because top of my head be sweating.
Well, yeah, they say they're great for seduction because they'll make your tongue tingle.
Because
Okay.
it's hot.
And if you eat enough of them, they will release those endorphins,
Yeah, well, you can get hot than a mofo if you just want to
You
be
sure
want your
can, but
tongue
you eat
tingle.
chili peppers. There's a lot of things you can't do after that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like what?
Leave the
Oh,
house.
we don't need to talk about it.
All right, how about almonds? We all love almonds. We all eat
Almonds.
almonds.
They
yeah.
don't do a damn thing. Y'all can quit believing.
Well,
that.
according to this survey, they do, Steve.
It's a survey.
It says almonds are sexier than you think. They are a sex stimulant. They're high in several trace minerals that are important for sexual health,
Man, I
including
ate all
zinc.
kind of almonds. Damn.
You'd have been all.
Almond
Man.
Joys had a slogan. Sometimes, well,
All
right.
joy.
How about this one then? Snack on some strawberries, they say. They are delicious. They're very high in folic acid and vitamin C, which is important to the production
Are
of
you
sex
just saying that
hormones.
because that's your name?
Yes,
Shirley?
she threw that in there. You
No,
threw
I
that
I'm
in
didn't.
talking
there.
about some
No.
just snack on that.
Snack on some strawberries.
You know,
that's
but
what
did
it
you see
says.
how she said just snack on that? Get this strawberry, snack on that.
They're delicious.
Y'all heard that? They delicious. Snack on that.
Yeah, they produce vitamin C, folic acid. That's important to the production of
Go
sex
on, put
hormones.
one of them in your mouth.
yeah.
And they boost your libido, okay?
Right.
All right, and finally, this one is for the fellas. Watermelon,
Oh.
okay? This
Watermelon
fruit,
is not sexy.
Come on.
watermelon, it says
Ooh, this is
increases.
racist.
This is
Yeah.
racist.
We're going
No,
through
it's
too
not.
much right now, right?
Uh-huh.
See, you
All
know,
this blackface, you're not going to tell us that watermelon does it.
Yes, it increases your blood flow, guys.
yeah, send your girl a dozen watermelons and see what happens to you.
Researchers at Texas A&M found that the watermelon can have a Viagra-like effect.
It would be.
Man,
It
that's
would.
not
It
true. You know
would
much
be.
Yeah,
watermelon out
that's
in
your
there?
alma mater, Tommy.
Why
Texas
the hell they
A&M.
looking up watermelon? But go ahead.
Researchers at Texas A&M found that watermelon can have a Viagra-like effect. Viagra.
That's-
Have you guys ever tried anything? We've heard of oysters and things like that.
I've done
of course.
oysters, and they don't do a doggone
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, none of this stuff
Okay.
works.
No. But you saying if we get us a bowl of
I'm
watermelon,
not, hold up.
cinnamon,
I'm the messenger. Let's
almonds,
be clear.
I can tell
strawberry.
you what really
Almonds,
works.
strawberries,
Shirley. I
watermelon.
tell you what works hands down.
Spicy red chili peppers and cinnamon.
None of that. Mm-mm.
What? What works, Jay?
Cash.
Hey, I'm with you when you're right, okay? Every time. I've never seen it not work.
Cash brings it home, baby.
In the mood.
Yeah.
Anything
Pay a
else you
house
want to
note and
add?
see if she don't get in the mood.
Yeah. Scratch all these other ones.
Yeah.
Scratch-
Watermelon, though.
Scratch all these
Oh,
out.
none of this work.
You've tried it all, Steve?
Hell yeah, who ain't?
Spicy red chili peppers?
I done had everything.
Watermelon? You eat that?
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
watermelon. I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm probably ate more watermelon than anybody on this damn show.
How about that? It's my
know,
favorite
Steve.
fruit. I
Matter of
don't
fact,
know.
y'all can pretty much total y'all watermelon ain't came close. You don't even understand. And I don't even want to
we're not
admit
the
it,
only ones that eat
especially during
watermelon.
Black History Month.
Everybody
wanna
eats
admit it now.
watermelon.
I know.
I don't like to eat it on the rind in front of white people.
You get down to the bottom, you just got to stop. Yeah.
You get embarrassed, Jay?
Didn't you make yourself look bad?
Stupid.
Take my watermelon chicken and eat it at home.
Wow. So you guys aren't willing to try any of this?
I've tried it all.
I'm not trying this.
If she ain't in the mood, it ain't working no damn way.
You're right.
I might need to try all this because just looking at me ain't gonna get her going.
They're such cynics. Sprinkle some cinnamon in your coffee or your oatmeal tomorrow morning and see what happens.
Yeah, try to get it
Yeah,
sexy.
just
Y'all
try
just
it.
Nah, I'm gonna get myself all worked up, and then me and her get into an argument. Then here I am with all this stuff in me, and then we ain't doing nothing.
All this
Got
watermelon
juice
and
all
You
over
done
my
mess around,
body.
got bloated. You got all this stuff.
All this watermelon.
You in here trying to argue and belch at the same time.
Not to mention you got ants all over your ass.
where they come from?
They get
The
on
juice.
That, they get on that
The
ride.
juice that dried
Oh
up.
my God! All right, well, some almonds that won't help. You said you eat almonds all the time, Steve.
Hit
Damn,
that back
don't do
too.
nothing.
Well, why would they put it in the
I
study?
say that they're always doing that kind of stuff.
I know he's always so.
Watermelon
Right
angry
here.
now, boy.
Selling all this mess tomorrow. You know, all these people in here eating all this stuff. You know, walking around, your girl walking, you a plate full of watermelon with cinnamon on some damn almonds laying over there and some oysters
And some chocolate. Don't
and
forget.
some chocolate. Don't none of that go
This is
together.
an upset
Yeah.
stomach, Shirley.
What if you're allergic to almonds? Now you need an EpiPen.
All right. Well, you guys can keep this conversation going on social media. Go to Steve Harvey FM. Coming up next, it is the nephew. I know, what a bummer. These guys. Run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Katy Perry's Blackface shoes have been pulled from the shelves, and Nicki Minaj is mad at BET, but BET has apologized. We'll talk about that. Plus, Miss Ann is on deck with our national news, but right now the nephew is in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Nev?
Tell your mama to pump her brakes.
Okay.
Huh?
All right.
Tell your mama to pump
Tell
her
your mama
brakes.
to
No,
pump her brakes.
you pump your brakes.
You better tell your mama what I said. Run that prank.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Natalie, please.
Yes, this is Natalie.
Natalie, how you doing? My name is Darren. I'm with the Homeowners Association.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dan.
How you doing? Listen, we got a bit of a problem. If you don't mind me asking, who actually brings your kids home from school each day?
Oh, my mom gets my kids for me, and she drops them off.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Well, we have a bit of a problem. The kids are fine. There's no issue with the kids at all. But we've had a meeting here at the HOA. We've been getting some complaints. It seems like your mother is really speeding down the street real fast, and everyone's complaining about it, that, it's a lot of kids walking home from school, and it seems like your mom is driving real fast when she's coming down the street to drop your kids off. Did you know anything about this?
No, not at all. That doesn't even sound like her.
Okay. What type of car
Are you
does
sure
she?
it's my mother?
Let me ask you this, Natalie. We from what I understand, it is a what kind of car does your mom have? Is it a Ford Escape or something like that? A little SUV? Is that what your mom has?
Yeah, she has a little red SUV.
Okay. All right. So the problem is that that's the same car. That's the one we're talking about. And it seems like, your mother is flying down the street and she drops the kids off, and when she leaves, she's flying back out of the neighborhood. And a couple of times some of the neighbors have told her to slow down, and, I don't know if she's flicked them off or said something out the window, but, this is stuff that we just cannot tolerate.
Huh. Well, it really doesn't sound like my mom, but, I will...
Okay, well, listen. You know what, Natalie? What we're not going to do is what you're not going to do is act like it's not your mama. It's your mother that's doing this. So what we need you to do is tell your mama to slow her down so we don't have this problem. All right? Because I tried to be nice with you at first, but if you're going to be in denial, thinking it's not your mama, then we got an issue.
First of all, Darren from HOA, I need you to watch your tone and who the you're talking to, all right? I need you to calm that all the way down,
Okay,
all right?
you
I
want me to
said
calm
that
it
I
down.
would
You need
talk to her.
You need to slow your damn mama down. That's what you need to do. Slow your mama down the way she driving
No,
through these
what
damn
she
streets.
needs to do is stand in the middle of the street. If she flying down it, so hopefully she can knock you out the way, okay? Don't talk to me like that. You're being rude and disrespectful. I'm going to ask her if it's her because I don't think it's her, but you're not going to talk to me like that.
Okay, so your mama can just drive down the street and act a damn
My
fool.
mama could do whatever she want to do. My mama could do whatever she want to do. She a grown-ass woman.
She can't do it in the neighborhood that I'm a member of the HOA at. She can't do it there, okay? Now, I don't mind having your mama arrested with your kids in the car if I got to.
I wish you would. I wish you would have my mama arrested with my kids in the car. You're going to have more problems than you ever had, okay? You better not have my mama arrested. You're going to get arrested, and you're going to be sent to the hospital. How about that?
Okay, let me tell you something. Tell your mama to slow her down in these streets. This is the last warning I'm giving y'all. This is the last one.
Well, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give no warnings, okay? We can have a real conversation about it. We can meet and talk about it. Because you ain't going to talk to me like that, and you ain't telling my mama nothing. I ain't telling her to slow down for nothing. What you going to do? What you going to do, Derek? Matter of fact, let's meet about it. I'll bring my husband, too, since you got so much to say. You know what I'm saying? I want you to keep that same energy, okay, with my husband. I want you to talk to him like you talking to me.
Hey, let me tell you something. I ain't worried about your husband or none of that. All right, I'm gonna say this right here. Tommy is the one that told us that your mama was speeding down the street. Tommy the one said it.
Tommy? Who the hell is Tommy?
Tommy said your mama was the one running up and down the street fast, going 40, 50 miles an hour. Tommy the one said that.
I don't know who Tommy is, but Tommy can kiss my You can kiss my and any other neighbors who got something to say about my mama can kiss my How about that?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show? Do you know him?
Son of a You got me. God damn it, you got me. Oh, you got me.
Natalie, your sister.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I had to pull over and text my husband like, you don't believe this fool on the phone talking crazy to me. I was about to get you lit up, brother. Lit up, nephew Tommy.
Your sister Darius got me to prank phone call you, baby. Your sister.
Oh, it's going down. It is going down. Oh, Payback is a real mother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting back. Oh, man, I knew that wasn't my mama, and I know you ain't never talk to me like that either. Oh, man, you got me.
Hey, baby, tell me this. One more thing before you go. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
You know it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And tell Steve I said, hey, Miss Harvey looking good.
All you got to do is tell somebody. Once it's somebody mama.
Yeah.
You know?
When you go too far.
When it's a bit too far, but sometimes you got to let people know about their mama.
No, you don't.
Huh?
Where are you going to be? You're not going to win this argument.
Bring your mama out. Killeen, Texas this weekend.
You change that.
Bring your mama out this weekend.
Yeah.
Twice as Funny Comedy Club. I'm in Killeen, Texas. Thursday, that is Valentine's night. 2 Thursday, 2 Friday, and 2 Saturday. The nephew will be in the building. Twice as Funny Comedy Club. I'm hanging out at the military base. I'm doing everything while I'm in Killeen, Texas. The nephew. Killeen. That's at home, basically.
All right. Shout out to Killeen. Yeah.
You want to come, Sure?
Sure.
You going to wear your blonde hair you got going on?
Yeah, it's on my head.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just thought you wanted to go with that coat because it go with that coat.
No, thank you.
You gonna wear them little legs?
Who you talking to, Shirley?
No, you know he's not talking to me.
Nice try, though.
It actually wasn't a nice try, Junior.
Tried to get that one off of him.
You talking to Shirley?
All right, so coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Katy Perry's Blackface shoes get pulled and Nicki Minaj is mad at BET. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, what is going on this Black History Month? Here we go again. It seems like time and time again, the fashion industry does not recognize blackface fashion as being offensive. What is the problem, and what are we going to have to do to get that through to them? Katy Perry has a shoe line. Katy Perry, the singer, has a shoe line that is it's distributed by Dillard's and Walmart, and one of Katy's shoe designs look just like blackface. It looks just like that.
So white folks is doing the most in Black History Month. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, man. What did Nick Cannon say on his IG on the gram? He said, "Happy Blackface History Month," because that's what's happening.
Seriously.
That's what's happening here. You know,
Out of control.
yeah, Katy Perry's catching a lot of heat for these shoes. She has two. She has one that looks like whiteface, and then one that's kind of pink, and then the black shoes look like blackface. It's craziness going on right now.
I saw the shoe.
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, they look crazy.
Shoes,
Yeah, Katy said she did not, of course, you did not intend for the design to offend anyone. And Dillard's and Walmart, they've pulled the shoes from the website. Well, thank you for that. But,
Yeah.
you know, come on, man. I mean,
going
come
on?
on,
No,
Steve. What do you think?
This all-time high, ain't it?
I mean, you know, to be honest with you, I've been around 62 years. That's a while, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I get exhausted from having to wake up and having to constantly adjust, deal with, and address the fact that I happen to be black. You know, I don't know if people can understand what that's like. Matter of fact, I know you can't.
Not unless you're
because you have to. It's such an add-on to your day. You know, like life ain't already challenging as it is. Just the flows of life, grieving, loss of loved ones, you know, jobs, separation, love, stress, trying to make it, trying to build your dreams.
taking care of the kids.
On
the
top
family,
of
yeah.
all of that, you then have to wake up and contend with this. On top of all of it, like life is not enough as it is.
You're right, Steve.
And then we got to add this additional thing on top of all of that. And then on top of that, here we go with the fashion industry is tripping. The White House is tripping. People who think they have a voice coming from the top now are tripping harder and more outwardly and openly. And so now we just sitting up in here going, wow, man, for real, y'all? For real? And then every time you call them on it, every single time, there's this apology like, I just didn't know. Well, damn, man. You know what? Maybe if you would put some black people somewhere around you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's
That
right.
was in the, because
In
like
the
right
boardrooms,
now,
in the meetings, yes.
I'm going to give you a
Fashion
prime
industry
example.
executives.
All these people been hit with this, all these fashion houses. But you ain't heard nothing from Louis Vuitton.
No.
Because Louis Vuitton has managed to find a leading spot for African American who understands the sensibilities, and ain't none of this dude's fashions coming out like that. But everybody else, ain't nobody else got nobody in their department. That's why Pendleton and all of them, Bendleton, whatever that thing is, little monkey sweater, all that.
Prada. Oh.
Man, when you don't hire no black people, these are decisions you make, and then when black people get mad, you don't understand. Oh, they mad again. You're damn right. You don't even know the other little stuff that we got to deal with, the little snide remarks at work, the little stuff on the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
I whooped it.
Hey.
Okay, hold that. We got to go to news with Miss Ann.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Crazy.
I got it. This is Ann Tripp with the news, and I hear you, everybody out there. Congressional leaders say they've reached a deal in principle on border security. However, the tentative agreement only calls for $1.3 billion and not the $5.7 billion that Trump wants, and Democrats always said they were only going to approve about $1.3 anyway. The money would be used to erect 55 miles of metal slats and not a solid wall. We'll see what the president thinks about it. Yesterday, he flew to El Paso, Texas, for a campaign rally where he urged his supporters to keep the faith about his promised border wall. And before he left Washington, the president expressed his thoughts about security to a sheriff's organization.
These are people that kidnap people. The Democrats want them to come into our society. I don't think so.
At the same time, lawmakers in El Paso passed a resolution yesterday which states that El Paso County is, quote, disillusioned by President Trump's lies regarding the border and our community, unquote. That's what the resolution says. It points out that while Trump insisted El Paso's crime rate, for instance, dropped greatly after a border wall was built, that the city's violent crime rate dropped a whopping 62% between 1993 and 2007, but the wall wasn't built until 2008. Virginia's governor, attorney general, both Democrats, continue to apologize for dressing up in blackface years ago. They refused to resign. Governor Ralph Northam went even further on Sunday, telling CBS News that his state needs someone like him to get through this crisis. Well, there are some people who apparently agree. In fact, some of the governor's supporters held a news conference yesterday. Community activists and religious leaders joined former city councilman Chuck Richardson to say that while Northam's not perfect, he's not all that bad.
Ralph Northam is a good man and a decent man. He has stood with us on issues both popular and controversial. Often, when more calculating politicians would have stood on the sideline, he came forward.
Now, Richardson's thought to be referring to issues like the so-called Confederate row in Virginia and how Northam has actually advocated getting rid of those statues. And now Northam's no longer suggesting that Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax step down before a thorough probe, he says, can be conducted into the sexual abuse charges against him. And a recent poll shows Virginians now split over whether their governor should quit. There are still some black organizations that say he should be out of here and gone. Also, a study by the Pew Research Center shows that a third of those asked, mostly white, middle-aged white Republicans, think that dressing up in blackface for Halloween is okay. Today's Lincoln birthday is also for the birds. Now, back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay. Sometimes these stories, they're so unbelievable. All right. BET's social media team thought it was a good idea to make fun of Nicki Minaj on Twitter when Cardi B won the Grammys, okay? BET tweeted, Nicki Minaj is being dragged by her lace front. Well, what? Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, so, come on.
Why are they picking on her?
They were wrong for that.
Yeah, they shouldn't have. That's the point. Well, Nicki clapped back. She just didn't sit by and let this happen. She clapped back and announced that she and her label, Young Money, would not be part of the BET Experience later this summer. Hello, which is a concert series. She and Cardi B were booked to co-headline just days before the BET Awards. Thank you very much. BET has apologized, and they have released a statement. BET loves Nicki Minaj, and unfortunately, the respect we have for Nicki was violated by an unauthorized post and should have never been written. The statement went on to say that BET is conducting an internal audit to ensure these types of posts are not published again. We apologize to Nicki and her fans. This should never have happened.
I believe that. Probably somebody that's got access to the social media where they know who it is.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. They know who posted, because you got to have the code to post. And so ain't but so many people got it. Now, that type of stuff right there, here we go again. But see, let me tell you something. Now, can I say this? I probably shouldn't, but
well, say it and then we'll let you know.
Okay. If a white person had made this statement, we would be in an uproar and be asking for their job. Uh-huh. There has to be some type of...
Yeah. Well, the issue
you can't have irresponsible people controlling your social media that make statement on behalf and affects your network.
That's right. And quit.
BET is too big for this.
Right, and quit pitting these two women together.
I was saying,
but you're saying in this
we
climate,
would be in an uproar about it.
You're right. You got it.
What I'm saying, like right now, there has to be an uproar about this.
Yeah.
Because see, black on black crime don't ever get the same fervor that white on black crime get. And that's the mistake we're making.
Yeah,
that's the mistake we're making.
And as women, too, we have to stop doing this. There can be so many male rappers, so many of them, but you two of the best and top rappers in the game, they always got to go at it. They always have to be fighting. Stop that, too. All this hate, it's ridiculous.
It's room for everybody.
Yes, it is.
The top got room.
All right, coming up at 34 after the hour, respect Cardi B.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Cardi B walked away from the 61st Annual Grammy Awards Sunday night with a Grammy in the Best Rap Album category for her album, Invasion of Privacy. And congratulations again to her. It marked the first time in Grammy history that a solo female artist won in that particular category. And instead of celebrating Cardi's win, so many people are hating on her now, and she's just sick of it. She's had enough. Cardi says while she was pregnant, she worked very hard to finish her album. She also posted a now deleted video on social media to let people know that she has had it. Take a listen.
It's not my style for people to put other people down to uplift somebody else. That's not my style, and that's not what I'm with, and I don't support that. However, I've been taking a lot of today. I'm seeing a lot of today, and I saw a lot of last night, and I'm sick of this. I worked hard for my album. I remember last year when I didn't want for Bodak Yellow, everybody was like, Cardi got snubbed, Cardi would have got snubbed. Now this year's a problem. My album went 2-time platinum. In every chart that there was, my album was always top 10. #1 album as well. I worked my ass off, locked myself in the studio for 3 months. Didn't want to sleep in my own bed, sometimes for 4 days straight. Pregnant. Some songs couldn't even get on the album because my nose was so stuffy from my pregnancy. Couldn't sleep, couldn't do while everybody was harassing me like, you're not gonna do it, we know you pregnant, your career's over. That wasn't in my mind while I'm working.
I love her. I
her.
love her.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta do
She
that.
sound like she in her bathroom giving it to you.
Yeah, she was grinding. She was grinding and
I'm
pregnant.
finna do me a damn
Yeah.
video.
You about to do one too, Steve?
Yeah, I'm finna do me one. Hell, she done inspired me.
I know,
I'm gonna
right?
tell a whole lot of people how the hell I feel.
We just live right now in such a hateful, racist world.
But
Everybody's
you know-
hating. Everybody's so
And we're
racist.
hateful towards each other.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
hate
you know
each
what?
other. It's just hateful.
It's just all out hate.
Yeah.
You know, when it's racism, but it's just overall hate, man.
It's just too much.
It's just we are such a hateful society. We can't be happy for anybody.
No.
Oh,
No.
we cheer for you on your way up.
Yeah.
Now we mad when you get up there, and we do everything in our power to cheer you when you falling.
get
And
him
it's
back.
a sad state that we're in, man. Everybody experiences a level of hate.
That's right. They were hating
Everybody.
on her husband, Steve, because he was standing on stage with her. Did you see how genuinely appreciative she was and nervous she was? She was so, she was shaking. She needed her
barely
husband
talk.
there for
And
support.
why they hate her? It's the people that like her. That
Right.
doesn't make any sense. People love her.
And if she did not want him on that stage with her, she
He
would
wouldn't have
not
been
have,
there, right?
she would not have brought him up there with her. So, I mean, it's just they find every angle, every area just to hate. It's like enough
and
already.
She's trying to work on her marriage. Her husband,
Yeah.
they're having problems. They have a baby. They're trying to
Like every
fix
marriage.
their family. Yeah, they're
Every
trying to
marriage
Every
runs
marriage.
into something.
Yes.
Some type of glitch.
And she's young.
Something.
She's 25 years old.
Man, but
Come
y'all
on.
sitting up here, y'all be acting like, man, y'all life just rosy. Like ain't
Right.
nothing wrong.
Well, that's
but
what
here's
we're-
another thing, man. Like you ain't never done nothing wrong.
Right.
That's the other part to be killing me, man. We just be walking through life with like we just. I mean, man, like we done skipped through this thing sin free.
Yeah.
We ain't ever done nothing.
Come on, man.
That's a sad state, man.
Yeah.
We got to stop
is.
with this hate. We have to. It's horrible. I mean, it really, really.
As soon as I find this
We
quote,
do
I'm
it to
gonna
each
read
other.
you.
Yeah.
I
and
wish-
everyone else. And
I wish people would like money. You know, I wish we could hold you up to the light and see if you're real or fake immediately. I really do.
crazy.
That $20 bill.
Yeah, man. Let me see if you fake or real, man.
It's just, it's just
It's
awful.
really
we got to
sad.
stop hating.
Yeah.
And that's
What
what
you
the
say, Tommy like
what
money.
the internet has done.
With that video to music, though, that's a hit.
Yeah.
You might turn that into a song.
That's
And sell
true,
some more
Jay.
records.
Sell
Junior,
some
get
more
it?
records.
Only the man who does Murder the Hits would think of that.
I know.
Take that
I know
bite.
a hit when I hit
You
one.
know a hit when you hear one, right, Jay? All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today's subject. Get the funk out my face. Uh-huh. Up next, it is a nephew with the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, get the funk out my face.
Heard that somewhere.
Get the funk out my face. Different, though. Mm-hmm. Right now, though, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got now?
Girl Scout cookies.
Oh.
Girl Scout cookies.
So loud.
Okay.
You playing about that?
Hey, what's your favorite flavor? Girl Scout cookies, baby.
Right now, I'm feeling lemonades.
All right, well, lemonade it is. Watch this prank.
Thin mints.
Watch this prank.
Hello, my feet.
Who's this?
Hey, how you doing, man? My name is Glenn, man. I work in Building 2. You work for Media, right?
Yeah. What's going on?
So we probably met a couple times. Do you have a girl? You have a girlfriend?
Why? What's up?
You guys live together or what?
What is this your business? Like, what's the deal? Why are you asking about my girl?
Well, let me ask you this here. What's going on with you and at the job?
What do you mean? What's going on with like?
I mean, you know, right?
I mean, so what? Like, what's the deal? Who are you? Like, who the are you? Like, what is this for? Like, why you? Like, I don't even know you, bro.
Just calm down, bro. Just calm down. Like I say, my name is Glenn. I work in Building 2, you know, and I know. I'm just telling you now. I know what you and doing. Okay, I know what y'all doing at the job. I already know, and a couple other people know what's going on. And I know you got a girl. I know you got a girl at home. I know that.
What? So what is this about? Like, why you call my phone trying to harass me about some bull? Like, who are you? Like, what is your problem? Like,
hey man, hey, calm down, man. I ain't trying to tell you a little secret or nothing like that. I ain't trying to do that. All right, but I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, like I said, I got one of your names. I got your number from one of our coworkers. Okay, I got your number. I said, hey, I want to give the call. I need to talk to him about something. That's how I got your number. So
yeah, who gave it to you?
We'll get to that later. Okay, we'll get to that later. But let me say this though. I know what's going on with you and to the job. All right, and I ain't finna say nothing about it. You know, that's just our little secret or whatever. But I do have something that I want you to do though.
What do you want, dude? Like, what the do you want? You call me, bugging me about and all this bull. Like, what do you want? What do you want?
Well, here it is, man. Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing about what you got going on. All right, that ain't even. I don't even care about that. But here's what I do want you to do. I do need some help from you. All right, listen, my little girl is selling Girl Scout cookies. And I want you to buy 50 boxes of them, all right, via Cash App because she got to have them sold by tomorrow morning.
Are you kidding me? Dude, bro, so you on some blackmail bull. And listen, dude, who the gave you my number? Because you going to call me, ask me to buy some cookies. And you should have just been a man and ask me about it. Like, don't be calling my phone trying to give me that bull. Like, come on, man. Like, I ain't got no time for this. Like,
all I'm asking you to do is buy some damn cookies, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I just want you to buy some cookies. I need you to buy 50 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. Can you do that or not?
No. You ain't gonna call and try to manipulate me into buying like you're talking and you're trying to make me buy. So I ain't gonna do nothing for you. Disrespecting me, calling my phone, trying to act like you like just trying to manipulate. I ain't down with that, bro. I ain't down with that.
Well, let me ask you, so you don't want to buy my cookies, though. So do you want me to call your girl and see if she'll buy my cookies?
Bro, you better stay the away from my girl, man. Like, don't come near her, okay? You don't call her. You don't come near her. You don't come near me. You just need to get the out of here. I'm about to start 69. They figure out who you are and come right after you, man. Like, because I ain't playing, bro. I ain't playing.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, man. I ain't going to argue with you. But I'll get off the phone right now. I'll get off right now, and I'm going to call your girl. I'm going to call your girl and see if she want to buy some cookies.
No. You ain't calling nobody. You just get you get. I swear to God, I'm gonna find out who you are. I'm gonna find out who gave you that number. I'm gonna call you up. Like, you don't call me trying to harass me
Okay, hey man, hey, you know what, Adrian? Cool. We still talking about it, all right? I'm gonna get the right phone like you. So I'll get off the phone like you want me to, Adrian. I'll do that. But let me ask you this though. You sure you want me to call? You sure you want me to do that? Right? Isn't that her name?
Man, you up an individual. All right, look. How much are these cookies? How much you want?
Hey man. Tommy told me you would buy the cookies.
Tommy?
Yeah. Tommy told me you would buy the cookies.
Tommy?
Hey man, check this out. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your coworker got me to prank phone call you.
Oh my God, I'ma kill him. Damn. I was so stupid, bro.
Oh God! So listen, Adrian. We have beeped all the names, so nobody knows the names at all. Okay? You're good, bro. You're good.
All right, man. You got me. Oh God. I'ma take a nap, man. I just used up all my energy. I'm done. Oh God, like.
Hey, what you got?
I am gonna you up, man. I can't believe you got me on this for real.
Tell me this, man. One more thing before we go, H. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, man, which is what he's got playing every morning. God. Kill me, bro.
There it is. Anybody want some Girl Scout cookies?
Pass.
Huh?
Not from you.
You sure?
Yes.
I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, we good.
You're
Little
scary.
blackmail there. Little
You're
blackmail.
scary.
That's all right.
Yeah. That's a good way to sell them, though, Tommy. I like that, man.
Yeah, I know you're cheating. I ain't gonna tell on you though. But you're gonna have to buy these Girl Scout cookies. That's what you're gonna have to do, partner. Get ready, Colleen. The nephew coming, baby. Valentine's night is getting closer. I got 2 shows on Thursday, which is Valentine's night, and 2 Friday and 2 Saturday. Tickets on sale right now. The nephew coming to town. Laying in the cut, West Palm Beach, Florida. The nephew is coming 22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
Tell me where you going Valentine's weekend?
I'm in Colleen, Texas, huh?
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh, he's asking.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you know what that
I'm
could
working.
mean.
I ain't gonna make it.
Don't do that. Do you know that promoter called me and said, hey, they excited about you coming, but we've been hearing y'all talking. Is Steve? You think Steve coming? No.
Yeah.
What the hell? No, he ain't coming. No, we playing, dog. No, he's not coming. Are they not? Are you trying to tell me these people not coming to see me unless he comes? Is that what you're saying?
That's what it sounds like,
Hey, Tommy, you is already sold out.
You are already sold out.
I'm sitting there like,
You are already sold out. Who talk like that?
I do.
You are?
You already sold out.
You are already?
Keep us posted if Steve decides to come. Well, what is y'all finna do different?
Sounds like you were hurt, Tommy.
Yeah, I was a little crushed with
Oh, your feelings about this.
Probably have to add some more shows, days, and weeks.
All right, thank you, nephew. Up next, it is my strawberry letter for today. The subject, get the funk out my face. Yeah. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right now.
Well, buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right, subject, get the funk out my face. Dear Steve and Shirley, I've been dating a guy for close to 3 years, and I need some advice on a major issue I'm having with him. I love this man, and he is a great guy. He loves me too, and we have been talking about marriage. But here's my issue. I cannot stand going to his house because it is always a mess. When we spend quality time together, we're always at my house, and I have to encourage him to pick up after himself and not eat all over my house. He and his teenage son live like slobs, and I have told him that I don't feel comfortable at his house. There are clothes and shoes all over the place, old food containers in the kitchen and living room, empty bottles and mail thrown everywhere. And I won't even mention the bathrooms, okay? As you can imagine, there is also a very bad, stuffy odor in the house, too. When we first met, I asked him if he needed me to help him hire a cleaning service to come in and help out. He said he was ashamed and he would do it himself. But over time, nothing's changed and it's gotten worse, not better. Now, the worst part is that he's starting to smell like his house. Don't get me wrong. He's never had an issue with hygiene, but his clothes have started looking dirty and smelling funky, just like his house. I have been making up excuses to avoid intimacy with him because I'm totally turned off by the smell. Intimacy is a big part of any great relationship. So how can I get this man to see that his filth and funk are pushing me away? Please help. This is a bad situation. This is a funky, nasty situation to be in, right? Yeah, low down deal, right? Hygiene. I mean, this is a big deal breaker in any relationship. This is a big deal breaker, getting past this. I mean, going to someone's house that's messy, maybe have, a few clothes thrown around or something like that. Messy and nasty are two different things, okay? You can pick up some clothes and hang those up and, your house is still clean and everything. But being nasty with food containers in the bathrooms being a mess and it having an odor and then you having an odor because you live there, that is a mess. And you make him sound like he's just a couple of boxes or something away from being a hoarder. That's kind of what you make it sound like. And if you watch that show, Hoarders, they say that hoarding is mental. It's a mental condition. I say you, on your own, do what you suggested to him. Get him some help to clean up his house. That's one thing. I mean, this is a mess and you don't want to be a part of it, and I understand that. You guys are talking marriage. If he's like this now, you guys aren't married, you go to his house. Can you only imagine if you marry this guy and he starts doing this in your house? You guys will be divorced very quickly, I'm sure. So he needs help. His son needs some help because he's a slob, like you say. He needs someone to come in on a consistent basis and keep this house clean, and he needs you need to make sure that he's doing the same with himself, with his personal hygiene, all right? If that doesn't help the situation, you're going to have to say something, and you're probably going to have to leave because this is a deal breaker. Hygiene, nastiness, this is a deal breaker as far as I'm concerned. Steve?
This letter is real simple. It's cut and dry. I'm probably not going to have to take 2 breaks to do this.
Okay, keep it funky. Let's go.
Now, here's the deal. Shirley mentioned hoarding and how it's mental. This is not a mental problem. This is a physical problem. Stank is not mental. Stank is physical. Stank produces physical reactions. Woo, Lord, that ain't mental. That's physical. You got to roll. Woo, you got to do it. Woo, Lord.
Really?
Damn. Mm-hmm. Man, hell. What's happening in here? That's not mental. This is a physical problem you have. Smell is physical. You have to inhale. Your nostrils got to start burning. Oh, God. That's physical. Eye watering is physical. Things that happen when you run into a smell. Shortness of breath. Yeah. That's physical. So we're not going to sit up and act like him and his nasty ass son has got mental problems. It's physical. Now he's starting to smell like his house. Ugh. I had a partner smell just like his house. You know what his house smelled like?
Can we say it on the radio?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it didn't stink, it was just strange. His house smelled like, and he smelled like hot dog water. You know, hot dog water don't stink, but it's just strange.
Yeah, it has a distinct odor.
That's what
And that's how he smelled, like hot dog water.
Wow.
Want to bring up hot water, huh?
And then, you know, his house smelled like hot. When we went over there, we
Soup
was
to you,
always saying,
Tommy.
man, is y'all boiling hot dogs? And they never was. And
You
they
asked
never
him
was.
that?
They never was.
Every time we walk in, man, we finna have hot dog. Hell no, we ain't having no hot dog. What's that I smell? We ain't cooking. Well, somebody has some hot dogs in here. Just be in his house arguing. Now, lady, you got to get involved here. I'm not saying it's your job. I'm not saying women have to do this. But you know if your man is short in the department, you're supposed to pick him up. And if you short in the department, your man's supposed to pick you up. You know good and hell well you done let this stank go on too long at this house. When you offered to get a cleaning service and he said he was ashamed he'd do it himself, you should have sent the people over there. This nasty ass son sitting up in there. You damn right we can't imagine what the bathroom is like. Cause your living room smell like hot dog water. Now there's another water that's going on in that bathroom.
Oh, no.
That's outhouse water.
You sure you don't need a part 2, Steve?
Yeah, probably do.
I thought you'd find it.
I'll be back with it.
All right, we'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, get the funk out my face, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter.
This is real simple. Ain't no
Got my
recap.
face.
Your house stink. She with a man who house stink. Her teenage son, he stink. They starting to smell like the house. Now, I want the fellas to join in here and write down your house smell like, fill in the blank. Now, I kicked it off with hot dog water. What other smells does a house smell?
Your house smell like gorilla butt.
Ooh.
That's Junior.
Junior.
How do you follow that?
Your house smell like underarm.
That's stinking.
Your house smell like 2 skunks in the summer. That's hot. See, that's hot funk right there.
Okay.
Your house smell like hot garbage. Garbage when it's hot? God, dog.
It has an odor to it. Your house smell like wet feet that's been hiking a lot.
Wait a minute.
What?
Feet that's been hiking.
That's been hiking.
In the sun.
Okay.
I don't want to say this, but your house smell like it's some spoiled milk somewhere.
Yeah.
You have to get it together.
I smell it.
Your house smell like y'all done put the garbage out 3 weeks straight. That's what it smell like.
Go ahead.
We all done forgot to do that before.
3 weeks?
Not 3.
Your house smell like a bag of warm dog food. Not hot, just warm. You know when you open up that bag of dog food and it don't really smell good to you, but your dog over there be going crazy?
Yeah.
Okay. I got one, and we've all experienced this.
Come on.
What?
You go to lay down on the couch, and your grandmama been sitting there for a long time, and you have to jump up because it's warm. You know?
Your house smell like 3 weeks spoiled collard green.
That's stanky.
That's funky.
That's funky
stanky.
right there.
That ham hock in it.
I got the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How about this here? Your house smell like y'all just took some hockey and put it in the microwave.
Some
Yeah.
hockey?
Put that on 30. That's, yeah, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
You know what hockey
That's
is?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And turned it on.
Turned it on 30 seconds.
Oh, God.
Got it hot.
Oh, I might barf. What? Come on, Steve. Yeah.
Your house smell like an empty chitlin bucket.
Yeah, that's stank.
That stink right there.
Now I have a weak stomach. You all know
This one
this.
is because I'm the only one that know what this smell like because I have to shave George
you scared
Wallace's mama back hair. That's what it smells like.
Wow.
George Wallace gonna jump on you one day when you least expect it.
Oh, man.
Out of nowhere.
Come on.
Your house smell like a used baby diaper left in a hot car.
Oh!
When you open that door,
Oh, yeah, I did that. Oh, hey, man, when the twins was little, ooh, I did that one time. God, dog, man.
You left the diaper in the car, Steve.
man.
I thought my little girls was men. I said, man, I didn't have them ain't twin girls back there. They was grown ass men with little bonnets on. Lord has deceived me. I didn't have daughters. I have two men in the back seat.
Strong.
That's strong.
Yeah, that's strong.
Is it hot in there too?
This house smell like gorilla toe jam. Yeah, that right there. Smell it, Carla. Smell it.
No, this is nasty, guys.
Shirley and our faces just been frowning.
Yeah.
Your mama.
No, I have a weak stomach.
Your mama house. Your mama house smell like that can of fish grease on the stove.
The whole house.
The whole house.
Damn house.
How did his mama get in it?
I don't know. You mentioned George Wallace.
You got bored with
I just said your mama house, but you know, you say that.
George Wallace, mom, just your
No, I
mama
didn't
house.
do that.
Your house, your house smell like an empty sardine can that you forgot and it's back behind the trash can.
Damn,
Been there for a
that
while.
thing in there, that thing kicking.
That is some stank.
That thing
That thing is humming. and you can't find it.
You can't.
Like, where is that coming from?
Yeah.
I walked in the house before one time, Jen. I walked in, I said, hey, man, this house smell like hot sex. I'm not lying. This house here stink. There's somebody in here. Where is they doing it at? It's hot as hell in here. Look at that folk, that little twinge.
Woo! This house smell like goat cheese and monkey ass. What is that?
Oh.
Hey, man. Oh, this is a funky house.
Yeah, that's nasty. You guys are making me sick.
Okay,
Well, we out of time yet.
No.
We got more.
Yeah, you got about a minute. Come on.
Yeah.
Man,
Go
1
ahead,
minute.
go ahead.
Let's go.
Y'all's house smells just like y'all's breath.
Damn.
That's strong.
That's why don't nobody
Come
face
on.
y'all when they talking to you.
Don't nobody
Okay.
come in.
Come on, Jay.
Yeah. Your house smell the back of your granddaddy's ear. Ooh, that is stank.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's caked up. I've seen it. That's caked up.
Hey, so nasty.
Yeah. I done came in here and this house smelled like some spoiled pudding. I know.
Whoa, you scared me.
I know.
Whoa, you
I
scared me,
noticed
boy.
Boy,
I'd have been proud of you, though.
Oh, you went right to the edge on that one, Junior.
I went over there, I came back.
This house smell like... Has the dragon from Game of Thrones been breathing in here? What this smell like?
Shirley.
All right, come on, Steve.
No, we're going to break.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to break.
I could have gave
I
you
didn't
one.
hear him. Okay. All right, you can email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter, guys, at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in about 10 minutes, Jennifer Lopez defends her Motown performance. The clapback right after this.
Jenny from the block.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, no question, we all love Jennifer Lopez. Love
Yes,
her.
we do.
Very talented young lady. Love her. Beautiful, all of that. That's not the issue here. People are they're still talking about why Jennifer Lopez was chosen in the first place to do the Motown tribute at the Grammys instead of an African-American singer, especially during this very special month. What is it? Black History Month. Hello. Well, Jennifer Lopez defended her Grammy performance, and she told Entertainment Tonight, music inspires us all. Take a listen.
The thing about music is that it inspires any type of music can inspire any type of artist, and when you can't tell people what to love. You can't tell people what they can and can't do, what they should sing or not sing. You got to do what's in your heart, and I think Ken and the producers and Barry Gordy, who was so thrilled that I was doing this, they know how much I've been influenced by that music, and so it was a natural for them, but maybe some people didn't know. That's okay, but I'm just very humbled and honored to be able to have sung those songs. I mean, I grew up with those songs. I'm on a high right now. I'm sorry. I'm just babbling.
Okay.
All right.
I ain't mad at her.
No, I'm really not.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not mad, but there could have been some black
But
artists.
Jay, they asked her though. Why didn't they ask
But
Blackface?
but then be mad at the Grammy producers.
Exactly, not at her.
Yeah.
Not at
Yeah,
J-Lo.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The only part I got mad about
Mm-hmm.
when they sang "Papa Was a Rolling Stone."
Oh, by the
That shouldn't be
Temptations.
touched.
That right there was the only
I
one.
almost fainted.
Yeah.
That one right there. That one.
Especially when you still
that
got
one-
Temptations around.
No,
that can
seriously,
sing
man.
that, right?
Seriously, that was the only thing that irritated me.
Yeah.
That almost took me out.
And you know, I almost thought they was finna do some Michael Jackson stuff, and that would have took me out too. But I did not. The Papa Was Rolling Stone. I don't even think people know.
Well, respectfully, she didn't do Supremes or Diana Ross because Diana Ross was there. So respectfully, she didn't do
But
that.
boy, let me tell you something. That doggone Diana Ross.
Oh my God.
Diana Ross showed them kids in that room what a real star is. That woman is 75 years old.
Yeah, next
Look like that and commanded. But you know what I loved about that room? They gave it to her.
Oh yeah.
The respect that they had for Diana Ross in that room was over the top. I give the Grammy people, they're a better audience. They're a much better audience than the Oscars. The Oscar audience sucks. If you watch the Oscars, man, they don't give each other no love. It's like the NFL honors. They don't give each other love because they're athletes, and like I told them, y'all ain't used to clapping for no damn body.
Yeah.
Y'all used to being clapped for.
Oh.
Ever since you was in Pee Wee football. That's my baby, Lil Ray Ray can run. And you just been getting clapped. So y'all don't know how to clap for nobody. The Grammys, they give it up for each other, even if it's not their genre of music. As musical artists, they appreciate good artistry. And I will give it to the Grammy audience for that.
Okay. All right. Well, Smokey Robinson, who also performed in that Motown tribute, he came to J-Lo's defense prior to the performance. He told Variety at Clive Davis's pre-Grammy celebration that he didn't think that anyone who is intelligent is upset. I think anyone who is upset is stupid. That's what Smokey said. Yeah, he said stupid, okay?
I'm mad at Smokey Robinson for Love Bath. That's what I'm upset with Smokey Robinson.
I love Smokey. I mean, he is a legend.
Hey, man, I opened up
a
for
legend,
Smokey.
a
It was
legend.
great.
I love him.
I opened for Smokey too, man. You're right.
Yeah, love him. Still, Jennifer Lopez isn't letting the criticism get to her, and that's good. She dedicated her performance to her mom, Lupe, who she said turned her on to the Motown music. Her mom loved Motown music, and that's how they found out about it, because of her mom. And that wasn't that Barry Gordy's whole thing. He wanted Motown music to be for everyone. You know,
Motown,
he wanted
let me tell you something.
the music of the sound of young America.
Look, I got news for you. If you go to Motown concerts, it's mostly whites.
Oh, now you mean?
I'm telling you right now. If you go back and you see the Temptations, it's the large number of whites in that audience. People don't know, man, but like when you go back to the 50s and 60s sound, the Platters and all like that, the whole audience be white.
And Motown did sign white artists. They did have white artists on their label. So.
Did they, Jay?
Yeah, the Young Rascals was a Motown group.
Oh, okay.
Jay, you know Jay was there?
Yeah, I know.
I sure was.
He was in the meeting.
He was in the hall.
Yeah, Hitsville.
They had a lot of white artists on their label. Yeah, and then they played the music. A lot of white bands were white. So.
But see, we didn't. Let me give you a little bit of black history in Cleveland.
Come on, February.
See, here was the thing, man. Black music was not allowed to be played on white stations. That's still the case.
I was going to say it's
still the case.
Still very segregated.
Curtis Shaw WABQ, was the first black person to play Elton John's Benny and the Jets on the radio. The first black person to play Benny and the Jets on the radio, on a black station. That was in 70, 73, 74, somewhere like that. That boy right there, man, 73, 74, 75, right in there. That's the first time. Because black people, we just played our music because we couldn't get on nowhere else. We turned stars into stars. We made you on black radio. Black radio has always been powerful. So, you know, I could say something else, but that's going to lead into a whole nother thing because it's Black History Month. But we still dealing with
the history.
Well, Steve, you can use this, you know, as a teachable moment here. I mean, we need to learn more about our history, especially if you're in the music business, whatever business. Learn more. Look it up.
We caught a lot of hell getting to where we are.
Yeah.
Understand that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. We got to go. Coming up at the top of the hour, Brad Pitt went to Jennifer Aniston's, his ex-wife's birthday party. Ooh, can you be friends with your ex? A lot of people are saying they're getting back together. But can you be friends with your ex?
No, that's why they the ex. Hell.
Okay, but you could still be friends.
What is we friends?
All right, we'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Brad Pitt quietly snuck past paparazzi as he joined the stars at his ex-wife Jennifer Aniston's 50th birthday party in Los Angeles this past weekend. It was on Saturday night. So, had started a lot of people talking, you know, maybe they'll get back together. But the other question is, you know, are you okay with the fact that they're friends? Can you be friends with your ex?
Cool.
And what does it take to be friends with your ex?
I don't give a damn what they do.
No, I'm asking
Brad
you
Pitt and
guys
Jennifer.
personally, though.
Can we be friends with our ex?
Don't try to flip
He
it.
done got mad already. I don't give a damn what they do.
I know. They're handling it. They're managing it. Excuse me? You want to go last? You want to think about it before you say something crazy?
No, I done been to court way too many times. No, I'm
So
just
your
say
answer
this
is
right
no.
here. I've been to court way too many times. Oh, hell. My answer can't even be said on the air.
Okay.
No.
All right, Junior.
No, we can't be friends. We're not going to be friends.
Okay, you said that was a no. We take it as a no.
Junior, can you be friends with an ex? With your
I
ex?
I would like to have been. They just don't want me. You keep leaving me. I'll still be there.
You're the sweetest guy
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, but I'll still be there.
Quit acting like no one wants you.
Where's she at, Shirley?
Junior, you're
Oh,
so
he loves
sweet.
her.
Come on now.
Shirley, look at me.
Junior, I'm
No,
looking
what that
at
ain't got
you.
nothing to do with nothing. Anybody want him.
have-
Come on, Junior, tell the truth now. Junior, don't you let them make you cute.
What?
No, let's stop this.
First of
Let's
all-
stop. No, we're not going to
First
do
of
that.
all,
Don't you let
first of
You
all,
don't do that
I
tonight.
know I ain't cute.
Don't let him
I
make
know.
you ugly. Don't let him make
What you mean, man?
And don't let him
Why?
make you
No,
ugly.
Have you
know
seen
that.
my daddy?
Oh.
You all look just
Yeah.
alike. You know I love your dad.
Devil ain't nice looking man.
Yeah,
Don't,
Mr.
no.
Jolly.
No.
Not according to my mama.
You've been
Quit lying
And
to
trust
this
me,
boy.
Junior,
Hold
the bigger
on.
your bank account get, the cuter you get.
Thank
so don't
you.
worry about
But
it,
wait
man.
a minute. Even
Right.
besides that, Junior, why do you go to the gym every day then?
What?
Why do you go to the gym?
I got
You're-
sickle cell, Shirley. I got to be in shape for something.
But yeah, but
These
you
attacks getting stronger.
Yeah, but you've
Hell,
started
my ass
slimming
got to
down.
fight. This ain't for nobody. This is for me.
You started slimming down. You got your guns up.
This ain't for nobody.
These attacks is getting stronger. Hell.
This ain't for nobody. This for me.
All right, Jay. let me ask.
Yes, you can be friends with your ex. All the stuff I've lost in every divorce, all of them, every last one of them, I got that back and more. So I'm cool now. I'm cool.
So you friends?
I'm really
You
cool.
friends with them?
Yeah, we cool. You know, I ain't gonna go
So-
out of my way not to speak. Yeah.
Well, that's
We
not
don't
being
like-
a friend
No, I
if you
know
don't
one.
go out of
Nothing
your
like
way.
that, but we cool.
That's not being a friend
Jay,
if you don't go out of your
Jay,
way.
I know one that you cool with.
No, I'm cool with
Oh, we
You about to do a
No,
number.
you
You was about to throw it
Yeah,
out there.
excuse me, what?
I'm about to throw that number out there.
Yeah, you were. You were.
You got caught up, Jay.
I can tell you this. I can tell you this.
You need to be
The-
quiet.
Listen to this. Listen to this. The very first divorce, which was a long time ago, has not spoken to me since then.
Really?
You know, I'm talking about mama died, daddy died. You know, not a word.
Yeah.
Not a word.
Have y'all seen each other,
Right.
Jay?
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Damn.
Is that by design?
Well, she saw you, Jay.
Why are
Yeah,
you
she
in
saw
it,
you.
Messy
She
Marvin?
just missed.
Messy
No,
Marvin.
because I know him. No, she saw him. She just missed.
She threw something at him?
Yeah. Oh, she had his ass lined up. She just missed.
You
He
know
didn't know
what?
who
It's
was
like this.
her.
I'm a nice guy. I'm a very nice guy.
You are, Jay.
Until you marry me. That's just it.
Wow, that is you in a nutshell. Is that the truth, Steve? That sounds like the truth right there. Did you hear what he said?
Well, Jay is a nice guy all the way around.
He really
is.
is.
a
He's
nice
a
guy.
sweetheart.
really
Yeah.
He just, you know, all it is, and I'm going to tell you about my friend. The only thing is, he just doesn't, he never developed conflict resolution skills.
Oh, he just
don't
walks
have
out.
none. He don't, the conflict
of marriage.
resolution, he just look at you. And you just keep talking crazy to him. He just look at you wide-eyed. And then one day, he just drive off.
Yeah,
And he gone.
And he doesn't come back, Steve? That's
No,
it, huh?
hey man, I ain't finna do all that.
I'm done,
Jay,
man.
I don't like to argue either, though.
Damn.
I don't. All right, now, let's get to
I
the
stayed on
nephew.
a job longer than I've ever been married. That's crazy.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
All right, nephew, you're the newest to marry
Well,
in the group. Can you be friends with an ex?
if we still doing it. You know, I mean, that makes sense, right?
No, only to you, I think.
I mean, if we're still
To
doing
you.
it, then we might well still be friends if we're still doing it. But if we're not,
So then y'all still involved. That's not really an
Yeah,
ex.
that's-
If
yeah.
y'all have
doing it
sexual-
involved is not the same thing, Carla.
You're
well, what else is left after that?
Carla, we doing it. We ain't talking. What's wrong
Well,
with you?
the only friends you have are
Looking
friends
at your
with
phone
benefits.
after you do it. That's what's next.
The only friends you have are friends with benefits?
Yeah, what's the purpose of a friend?
Wow. Wow.
What?
Who
You
are
want a
you?
do-over?
Yeah, you sure?
If you want me to do it,
No.
oh God,
No. I mean, just your
No.
thoughts. You want to do
Hey, get your nephew, Steve. 'cause
No.
He's saying crazy
I
stuff.
told you.
Just
Just
firing off, Steve.
listen
We
to me.
on the
Listen to me. It's times when he not my nephew. Y'all don't understand.
Would this be one of those times, I'm guessing?
Oh, I know when to disown him. It's times where disowning him is just the best way to handle it. You know, look, when he say something so damn stupid, why do I have to stop him? I'll do nothing but be stopping him all damn day long.
Okay, but
So
do
you
you
gotta
say
let some of it you gotta go.
Shirley, I say stuff that makes sense. It's just you don't want to digest it.
Well,
know?
the thing that's really got me is that out of all of you guys, Jay is the only one that can remain friends with his ex, the bitter man of the bunch. That is crazy.
And it's only one Shirley, and I know exactly who it is. I could say her name right now. Could I, Jay? Could I
don't
say her name?
Don't say it. No.
Okay, cool.
No.
That is shocking.
I'm friends with a lot
Especially
of
if I
them.
say the wrong name. No, you're
Yeah,
not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Wow.
How many exes is it, Jay?
That's a lot. We don't need to talk about that now.
Okay.
Mary Cook Bethune was
Mary
one.
Cook Bethune.
He went.
Lot of
Stop, Junior. Stop.
what? Well, you thought Jay was dating?
You went
did
all
you
the way
say?
back there. All right, coming up more of
know,
the Steve Harvey Morning
Names
Show.
like Sojourner.
Right after this foolishness.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Virginia Governor Ralph Northam's apology tour got off to a very rocky start, and he put his foot in his mouth once again.
What do you say now?
The governor is trying to hang on for his dear political life after an old yearbook emerged showing him in a picture of a man in blackface and another in a Ku Klux Klan robe. But on CBS this morning, he had a slip of the tongue that some may believe show his true beliefs. Governor Ralph Northam calls slaves indentured servants, and Gayle King corrects him. Take a listen, please.
And, if you look at Virginia's history, we're now at the 400-year anniversary. Just 90 miles from here, in 1619, the first indentured servants from Africa landed on our shores in Old Point Comfort, what we call now Fort Monroe. And while
also known as slavery.
Yes.
Yeah, but they weren't called slaves when they first came over. And
Were they indentured?
The man at the point now, we don't know what to say.
What? Everybody in there, in that state, the officials, they're in some kind of trouble.
The man
No,
is jammed
I don't give a. Gayle King said it. That's slavery.
That's slavery.
Indentured servant.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
they
talking
said
about.
it. They've cleaned
There
it
was
up
no
to make
chance
themselves
of getting
look
your
nice,
freedom.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's alarming though to me. It's almost like they want to just act like it never happened.
You're right.
What makes it so difficult for blacks, African Americans, is we can't forget it happened because there are so many reminders.
Yeah, and it happened to us.
And the greatest reminder has been Make America Great Again.
Yeah, that's
For
the latest
us,
one. You're right.
when was it great? Because we've been steady trying to get better since we got here. I don't know none of us that want to go back. So when I see African Americans wearing a Make America Great Again hat, I just be looking at them and I be wanting to go, wait a minute, hold on, man. Whoa. Make America Great Again. When? When was it great for us? When was it better than it is today for us? Today, it sickens me at how we have to wake up, just deal with the fact that we are black today. In 2019, I don't have the luxury of just waking up and going about my day. I have to somehow filter in and factor in the fact that we are black today.
Say it.
It's disheartening almost, man. Every damn day, I have to factor in that we black today again. As we try to move forward, we see another brother get shot by another police for no damn reason at all, except he black. Excuse me, man. So you hung this brother, you choked this brother out, you shot the brother in his back simply because he was black today. And we know that's what it is because it don't happen to nobody but black people. They don't choke whites out for selling cigarettes. Don't no white person run from the police and get shot 8 times in the back. Oh, they get to chasing, calling for backup, everything. Gayle King told him right, it's slavery. You can't excuse the pun, but whitewash it.
Yeah, pretend it didn't
Yeah,
happen.
so you want to whitewash it with a
Dumb
little
it
cute
down.
slang, saying like
severe.
indentured servants. No, dog. Slavery, whipped, sold, separated.
From their
Stripped.
children, their
sold,
spouses.
Stripped, were treated inhumanely. Come on.
Ooh, this sounds
Yeah,
very
yeah.
close to a closing remark. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, what is going on this Black History Month? Here we go again. It seems like time and time again, the fashion industry does not recognize blackface fashion as being offensive. What is the problem, and what are we going to have to do to get that through to them? Katy Perry has a shoe line. Katy Perry, the singer, has a shoe line that is, it's distributed by Dillard's and Walmart, and one of Katy's shoe designs look just like blackface. It looks just like that.
So white folks is doing the most in Black History Month. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, man. What did Nick Cannon say on his IG on the gram? He said, "Happy Blackface History Month," because that's what's happening.
Seriously.
That's what's happening here.
Out of control.
Yeah, Katy Perry's catching a lot of heat for these shoes. She has 2. She has one that looks like whiteface, and then one that's kind of pink, and then the black shoes look like blackface. It's craziness going on right now.
I saw the shoes.
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, they look crazy.
Shoes,
yeah, Katie said she did not, of course, you did not intend for the design to offend anyone. And Dillard's and Walmart, they've pulled the shoes from the website. Well, thank you for that. But, come on, man.
I mean, to be honest with you, I've been around 62 years. That's a while,
Mm-hmm.
I get exhausted from having to wake up, constantly adjust, deal with, and address the fact that I happen to be black. I don't know if people can understand what that's like. Matter of fact, I know you can't.
Not unless you're
because
black.
It's such an add-on to your day. Like life ain't already challenging as it is. Loss of loved ones, jobs, separation, love, stress, trying to make it, trying to build your dreams.
Taking care of the kids.
On top of all of that, you then have to wake up and contend with this. On top of all of it. Like life is not enough as it is.
You're right, Steve.
And then we got to add this additional thing on top of all of that. And then on top of that, here we go with the fashion industry is tripping. The White House is tripping. People who think they have a voice coming from the top now are tripping harder and more outwardly and openly. And so now we just sitting up in here going, wow, man, for real, y'all? For real? And then every time you call them on it, every single time, there's this apology like I just didn't know. Well, damn, man. You know what? Maybe if you would put some black people somewhere around you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was in the, because like
the
right
boardrooms,
now.
in the meetings, yes.
I'm going to give you a prime example. All these people been hit with this, all these fashion houses. But you ain't heard nothing from Louis Vuitton.
No.
Because Louis Vuitton has managed to find a leading spot for African American who understands the sensibilities, and ain't none of this dude's fashions coming out like that. That's why Pendleton and all of them, Bendleton, whatever the thing is, little monkey sweater, all that. Man, when you don't hire no black people, these are decisions you make, and then when black people get mad, you don't understand. Oh, they mad again. You're damn right. You don't even know the other little stuff that we got to deal with, the little snide remarks at work, the little stuff on the elevator.
Oh, yeah. All right, when we come back, last break of the day and Steve's closing remarks. You don't want to miss them. We'll be back at 49 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, last break of the day. It's been a good Tuesday, guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been a great day.
Yeah, it's been a good day. And to take us home, get your day started right, is the one and only Steve Harvey with his closing remarks. You have been on fire lately, my brother.
Well, my remarks today, I've usually decide, and hopefully I can stay on track, even though sometimes I get so aggravated with things that's going on in our world today, with what's happening with our clothing designers, with the symbolisms that they're putting out, quite naturally what's coming from the White House, all the things that's happening with politicians across the country, and just things we have to deal with. I still got to keep us moving in the right direction. That's my task. That's my calling for this year, to share with you all the things. So what I've decided to do today was, I have a list if you want to know the difference between average people and wealthy people. I have a list of the difference between average people and wealthy people. I'm doing this just as inspiration. If you're guilty of any of these things on the average side, and many of you will be, this is not slamming you, but I want you to understand why we are all in the positions we are in, and it's because of things we do. And so I'm going to go down this list I have of what wealthy people do and what average people do, and the comparison between the two. And once again, this is not slamming or dogging anybody, but I just want you to see You can make a conscious decision to change anything about you. Now, you can't change the color of your skin, and but you can change the way you think. You can change the way you live. You have a say-so in where you live. You can decide what you're going to be, and you can decide how good at whatever it is you choose to be. You can decide how good you're going to be at it. It's a decision that you all have because God gave us a power of choice. So here we go. Wealthy people read daily. They read something daily. They're always trying to do something improving. Average people watch TV daily. Daily watch TV. And I'm not talking about the news, or I'm not talking about the stock market show, or I'm not talking about Joel Osteen or Bishop Jakes. I'm talking about the real foolishness of television. Wealthy people set goals. Average people never set goals. Wealthy people compliment. Average people criticize. There is a difference, y'all. And I'm telling you, just go over this with people around you. Take inventory of yourself. You may find yourself in here, and I'm going to tell you something when I get through with this. Wealthy people embrace change. Average people fear change. Wealthy people forgive. Average people hold grudges. Wealthy people, listen to this, talk about ideas all the time. Wealthy people are constantly talking about ideas, planning, talking about their goals, going over their visions and dreams. They always coming up with an idea. You know what average people talk about? Average people talk about people. They just talk about people. Wealthy people continuously learn. Average people think they know it all. Oh, man. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just trying to share with you what I done learned. Wealthy people take responsibility for their failures. Average people blame others for their failures. The question for you is, where do you see yourself on this list? And what can you change to get on the list, to fix your mind to become as wealthy as you'd like to be? And when I talk about wealth, I'm not talking about just money now. I'm talking about rich in spirit, rich in family, rich in hopes, rich in dreams, just an overall rich person. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about richness of spirit, things you really want. So if wealthy people read every day and you watch TV every day, if you keep that up, you'll be average. While wealthy people out there setting goals and you never set goals, you're going to remain average. If wealthy people are constantly finding a way to compliment and you always trying to find a way to criticize, you're going to ever stay behind the 8 ball. If wealthy people embrace change and you are afraid of change, like I can't do that because then I'll change, it's no good. Wealthy people forgive. Average people hold grudges. Wealthy people talk about ideas. Average people talk about people. Wealthy people continuously learn. Average people think they know it all. Wealthy people take responsibility for their failures, while average people blame others. Pick those 2 lists that I gave you. See where you fit in. And if you can't change something about you that's average so that your life can be wealthy, rich in spirit, rich in happiness, rich in joy, rich in money, rich in love, kindness, that's all. Those are my closing remarks.
I love that, Steve.
Those are my remarks, should I say.
Yeah. I love that.
Because I runs them in the morning, too, now.
Because rich doesn't always mean financially.
No.
rich.
Wealth. You could be wealthy, by the way. Yeah. Hey, can I tell y'all this right here?
For all
Have a
Steve
nice
Harvey
weekend.
contests, no
Man,
purchase
I-
necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.